Transformer fans, this is 37 Rust Dog back again with another Transformers review, and this time this is over the Transformers Generations Deluxe class Scourge. He is based off of the G1 version, and now I would have to say that this guy looks really cool. Yeah, I like the G1 better and the titanium. However, the titanium is made out of the metal, the die-cast metal, which for a lot of us that know a lot about die-cast metals on figures, they are heavy, which makes the figure unstable or shows instability for the figure to balance. But if you're wanting troop builders, I would recommend the titaniums. Just saying, that's my opinion. But anyway, here he is. Now this guy is really cool looking. And I like the way they did it too. And he's based off of a stealth fighter. Or a stealth bomber, I think. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, to transform him, what you're going to do, pull these in. And loosen up the wings, like so. And for those that are trying to figure out what type of ship this version is, right here. If you've seen the series called V, you'll probably have an idea what the ship kind of reminds you of. The original V, not the new series that came out that only lasted like 10 episodes and then died out. But anyway, now you got the wings. Now what you're going to do is take the arms and loosen them up like this. Then you're going to pop this off, and it's generally a pain in the butt. But once you get this off, hold on, let's try this again. Camera focus. Once you pop that off, then you're going to flip to the back and loosen it up from here. Thus, giving you room to turn him, or at least turn the waist. So you're going to bring this down. Now, you're going to have a hard time turning him because of this chest piece. So you're going to slide it up just a little bit. Just enough room to turn it. Actually, nope, you got to open these arms out wide. Pull this up enough to turn the whole entire bottom, like this. And then you're going to tilt the head back. Well, crap. Hold on. You got to bring this back down. Tilt the head all the way back. Gosh, this figure is a pain in the ass. Hold on, I got to figure out something on what's going wrong. What's going on? There we go. Got to pull this chest piece all the way up. Ah, nowhere to why. Hold on. Rewind. I was transforming him numerous times. You got to bring this back first. Then scoot this whole thing all the way up. Well, try to at least. All the way to your click. Drop the chest down, and there you go. Now you can have him looking kind of like a turtle. But yeah, he looks dorky looking. Some people have his head way up to here and it looks really hideous. I just bring it down to about right there. And that's how I have mine. Then you bring the shoulders all the way up and they lock in place. Now, whoops. That being said, hold on, my phone's acting retarded. Okay, I got it now. Now that you have him like this, I recommend starting with the feet. So I got to angle this up, open the feet, extend the legs like so. Take this, take the foot, bring it out like that. Do the same thing here. Or if you want to, do the feet first and then extend the leg out. Whichever is your preference. But I prefer extending the legs out first. And then you got to carefully loop it around that little ball joint right here. And it's generally a pain in the ass. There we go. Now we got him. Now that you got him like this, now what you're going to do is tilt that back like that. Tilt this like this. Pull this whole entire chunk out. And the problem with this figure is when you pull the arms out to rotate it, that is what happens. They should have done a better job on it. Then you squeeze that back in. Then you pop his arm back on. That's the only downfall for the Scourge figure, is the fact that his arms like to pop off. I'm trying to... there we go. That worked that time. But a lot of times the arms will actually pop off, and it's a real pain. So then you rotate it around like this, turn them around. Now he has his hands eject out of these sliders. And sometimes the sliders are easy. Sometimes they are a bitch. Hairball. Yeah, there we go again. Arm breaking off. And then you do the same thing on the other side. And I'm not talking about break the arm off either, or the hand off. Just got to pull the arm out or the hand out like that. If you get a good grip of it, if you get it out just enough, you can actually pull the whole thing out without any problems. And people have made awesome customs by using this figure. Like awesome shockwave customs. Now for the fun part, we're just going to take a little quick break, because we're going to get to the back part of this. Probably wondering why there was a lot of smoke. Well, I'm a smoker, so oh well, have fun. Too bad. Smoke's not killing you because it's on video. Nothing personal, just business. So you pop that in just like that. Fold that over. Pop it in like that. Now, when I first got the figure, I left them like this. And totally forgot that you can actually open up the wings. So when you open up the wings, what do you get? Just like on Vault Matrix, I think Piao's and MGo's review, you get this. A weapon stash. Like so. Now here's how I have them displayed. Fold that in, bring it out just like that. You might hear a small click, and then turn it to where it kind of resembles that of his cape, so to speak. And there he is. Now, the cool part about these weapons, you can either put them on top of each other, which I think is cool looking, but I always make sure he has individual weapons. So I'll put them on this hand, put the short one on this hand, the long one on this one, and there you go. We have Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Scourge. The only thing that's really crappy is the fact that he has no pipe light, no light piping. But I did bring along some of his buddies. We have Cyclonus. And if you notice, Cyclonus is a little bit taller than Scourge. And Scourge has light piping. They are part of, I'm going to call them Wave 2 of the G1 series from the movie. Oh, crap. That's the problem I'm going to have, too, is the fact that in the back it keeps unpegging. But other than that, I mean, the Scourge figure is awesome. Would I recommend getting him? If you don't have the original, I'd pick him up. But the thing of it is, you won't be able to find him in the stores. The only stores you'll find him in are online, like at eBay or Amazon. And I kind of recommend eBay, but a lot of people have their own preferences for shopping. But here's the other two, and the Scourge looks a little depressed. But you can't have Scourge and Cyclonus without Galvatron. So yeah, this is a perfect combo. Of course, in Season 4, which I do plan on using these guys, where it's where the Fallen is already defeated. He's been destroyed, and Megatron as well, because the Fallen destroys Megatron. However, Megatron ends up taking, or gets a new body form in the form of Galvatron. But it's not going to be like what they had on the animated movie. It's going to be like 50 years down the road. And that's where Crossworlds is based off of. It's based off of 50 years into the future, where Megatron becomes a tank, of course. And when the Fallen defeats him, the Autobots and Decepticons, well, actually, the Decepticons discovers the Galvatron body from the what they call the Great War, which was actually during the G1 era, and they transfer his spark into Galvatron. Even though I don't have Unicron, which I would like to get, because I'd like to get the supersized one, which will probably stand about way up to here, about 3 to 4 feet tall. But the Deluxe Unicron would be kind of cool though, because he can actually be like a half a planet. But this is the lineup, and this is and of course, after after the Fallen's defeated and Megatron's gone and becomes Galvatron, then instead of having the sweeps, I'm going to be using the tank ore from the Beast Machines Viacons as their troops. So this is going to be these three and the Viacons taking on Perceptor. Now the Rodimus Prime that I have is the Rodimus from Energon, and that's the only one I'm going to use. Because I've already seen what the Rodimus for Titanium looks like, and I'm not too happy with him. But this is my lineup. I think it's cool. A cool set. Here I'm going to get an aerial view of them. Galvatron in the back, Cyclonus to the left, and Scourge to the right. And this is 37 Rust Dog, signing off. And also, before I forget, notice the little round arch on Megatron's cannon. I was able to take his barrel off and use it for his like the gun barrel from the G1 version. So as you see, minus Optimus Prime, this is going to be like the before, and this is going to be like the after. So now, this is 37 Rust Dog.